Live from Västra, Sweden, Fight Club Rush presents 3 rounds in the amateur featherweight division. Introducing first in the blue corner. His record 15 wins and 6 defeats. Weighing in at 65.7 kilograms. Fighting out of Sweden, Elias, the stuntman, Ksia! And his opponent in the red corner entering the cage for the 5th time. Weighing in at 65.1 kilograms. Also fighting out of Sweden, William Karlsson. Your referee in charge of the action, Matthias Sjödén.
Mattias Bulten Sjödén in charge of this amateur featherweight contest between Gothenburg's Elias Ksia and Västerås's William Karlsson. This should be a lot of fun.
And Ksia said he wants to try his striking against William Karlsson as he deems his reach advantage quite the challenge. He already knows he can wrestle and take down basically anybody and everybody. He's taken down everybody basically. He's fought, but he wants to put his fists to the test.
And I gotta say, I really admire Ksia for that. I mean, not choosing the easy path, but, you know, trying to test himself even when he feels that he might have a clear advantage.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if he wants to go pro next year, perhaps he needs a receipt for his ability on the feet as well before he sets his sails.
I mean, he is definitely a risk taker, driving around on dirt bikes and mopeds as a youngster. There's a well-documented YouTube channel that has some exciting stuff on there.
That kick was nice from Karlsson. You can see the Ksia felt that one. Karlsson is mixing it up nice with his kicks.
Absolutely. And both of these guys coming off victories in FCR. Of course, Ksia over Simon Ekberg at FCR 23, and Karlsson against Gustav Chibril at FCR 24.
You see,
Nice one, too.
He angled out really, really nicely as well.
this is what Karlsson needs to do. He needs to back Ksia up because thus far Karlsson's been backing up a lot, and of course he respects the threat of the takedown from Ksia. But if he can get off a couple of 1-2s, he can start backing Ksia up instead.
Good evasion there from Karlsson. Really liking his movement.
Oh, wow. Yep, he's wobbled.
Yep.
Autopilot sets on for Ksia as he tries to get a takedown. But is he 100%? That's the question.
I do appreciate the sentiment from Ksia, wanting to practice his stand-up and looking at this as an opportunity to practice his skills in the heat of the moment. But thus far, on the feet, it has not been looking good. Breaks free here, does Karlsson.
That's really good for Karlsson, proving to himself that he can.
Yeah, I mean, this is,
clinch.
on paper, his by far toughest opponent in his career.
Certainly.
But he's handling it well, and in my opinion, is winning the first round.
There's lots of clinches.
I'm loving the knees to the body from Karlsson. Just that little something that will make those takedowns in round 2 and 3 just a little tougher for Ksia.
Very, very impressive first round here from William Karlsson. The underdog really, really showing out here.
Yeah, let's see if he can maintain that and come second round. Look, Ksia has Joachim Engberg in his corner. It wouldn't surprise me if the idea is, look, we have plan A, let's try the striking, let's see how we do. And if it doesn't go as planned, we can always rely on the wrestling. I wouldn't be surprised if the plan is to make Karlsson think that they're striking come second round. and then he goes for the takedown.
And that would be solid game planning. And Coach Joakim Engberg, he is nothing if not a combination of like a wizard and an engineer, I'd say. And he's coached the likes of Alistair Overeem and many, many others. Truly an unsung hero of Swedish combat sports coaching. Oh, nice right hand there from Karlsson.
Nice connection to start.
Oh, and another one. Ksia, I mean, he has fought the best amateurs in Sweden, the likes of Anton Ringvall, Benjamin Hadjian, Mansour Rasuli, and many, many others.
I like that Ksia goes to the body as well, mixing things up. Because if nothing else, that every time he strikes to the body, that's a microsecond that William Karlsson stands still. And he can use that. He can either follow up or shoot for the takedown, or even feint the strike to the body, go for the takedown. I'd like to see him mix things up more.
Uppercut was cocked and loaded there for Karlsson, and there's the takedown. The lookout up to his feet again. Can he remain upright? No, he can't. Nice takedown there from Ksia. Scoops him down.
Yeah, he's going to try to keep those legs elevated, or he's going to try to wrap those legs with his own legs. Karlsson's long frame enables him to post so high, keep his head high. That head height is so valuable for him. But you can see now Ksia matches that height with his hips instead, adding pressure to Karlsson, keeping him grounded.
And I think it's not just a case of the opposite corner hearing the coaching of Jürgen Hamberg, but I think everyone in this arena is hearing his coaching as well.
Certainly.
Nice, he gets back up. I mean, they've been doing their homework over at West Coast Fight Club, that's for sure.
Nicely done. Ksia yet again gets him down. See if he can keep him down this time around.
Yeah, that shoulder pressure now is good for Ksia, controlling the head. Now he kind of lets it go, but still, as you mentioned, he built that height. And now he's sitting comfortably here on the hips, working his way towards the back. Here is Ksia.
Well, this is nice now. He's making Karlsson carry his weight, so Karlsson's going to need to find a solution to that arm under the neck here, or the chin rather.
The solution might just be to try and hold out for another 30 seconds.
He has to turn his back to the fence.
Ah, this is tough.
Yeah, he has to turn his he has to break the chest to back connection somehow.
Okay, look at that. Ksia loosens the grip. Perhaps just wasn't really feeling a connection that he had there. Oh, that's better. But no way that Karlsson mistook that 10-second clapper. All right, exciting turn of events here. Most likely one round apiece. CM, what are your takeaways, and what do you think each respective fighter should think about heading into the third round?
I'm going to be totally honest here, raw and honest. Elias Ksia on the feet is not ready for William Karlsson. If he wants to win this fight, he can take him down and do what he just did. I believe he can, if he wants to. If he wants to go with that sentiment that he told you, Ali, he wants to practice his stand-up, he wants to keep practicing ahead of a professional debut, then he can stand on the feet. If he does that, I believe he loses this fight. That's my take.
That's not unlikely. That's a good take. I mean, very honest, like you said, Sam. This is what the plan is, to win or to get that experience.
Exactly, because Karlsson has been looking really good on the feet, posing problems, and Ksia has not getting much of anything off on the feet. However, in the wrestling, in the grappling, he can take over this fight if he wants to.
Third and final round. Very interesting to see Well, each fighter handles this.
I guess I can see the pressure on here. He's got to look to close the distance for sure.
A right hand from Karlsson.
Yeah, really, by far his best weapon.
I like the fact that Ksia feints the takedown. Nice front kick to the standing leg of Ksia for Karlsson.
Another right hand there from Karlsson as well.
Karlsson has nice timing. The size of this cage is not working in Karlsson's favor.
Yeah, I'm sure he would like the old FCR cage. There's a shot. Can Karlsson stay on his feet? Oh, that knee might have been a bad decision.
Nice, look at that. Beautifully done by Ksia. He's going to look to split the legs. If he can split the legs and put weight on that left knee, Karlsson could be in some trouble.
Well, it's like he's being coached by Ali Faraj.
Now look at this now. If he can wrap that right arm of his around the back and catch that Dagestani handcuff, it's going to be a serious issue for Karlsson. Nicely done by Karlsson, gets his legs back.
And what does Karlsson need to do now? Because he does have time to change the course of events.
And so he needs to create some distance here, or at least start, either he closes the distance completely or increases the distance.
I believe the skill gap on the ground is too big as of right now. And remember, this is Karlsson taking on the Swedish champion with a lot more experience.
This looks like it could be trouble.
Oh, yeah.
1 minute left to work here. Karlsson needs to survive. And if I'm Ksia, I'm letting this go. Try to control him instead. Do some damage from up top instead.
Yeah, I mean, he said he wanted to test out his striking. How about his ground striking?
Exactly.
Karlsson is breathing heavy here.
He is, but you see the chest-to-back connection yet again is what Ksia needs to maintain if he's going to build any sort of leverage.
With 20 seconds left here, the fight is fading away here for Karlsson, and now it's all about survival. There's no escaping this as of right now. 13 seconds left.
It wouldn't be an Elias Ksia fight if his nose didn't bleed.
I was just thinking that. He told me, oh, don't worry about it this time, but I guess it's a staple of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, who scored about 29-28 Karlsson, 29-28 Ksia, and 29-28 for your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, Elias, the stuntman, Ksia!
All right, you may be the stuntman, but I think in a lot of people's eyes, you're the main character right now. One of the most hyped guys on the amateur scene in Sweden, and now taking on a very tough striker in William Karlsson. I know you wanted to test your striking in this bout. You did that for a little bit, then resorted back to the wrestling. How do you feel after 3 tough rounds?
I feel great. Not the best performance that I was hoping for, but yeah, it's a lesson and it's an experience. It's fun to test yourself against a taller guy.
And, you know, not just a taller guy, but an experienced Thai boxer who trains at Västerås Fight Club. No secret that striking is the preferable style of fighting there. How did you feel about striking with a top-notch guy with dynamite in his hands?
I felt calm, maybe too calm. I got hit once in the first round, but like, yeah, I always have my wrestling, and like, we're MMA fighters, not strikers, so we adapt to different type of styles.
Absolutely, you adapted masterfully, and I think a lot of people want to know, you've been hinting at a move to pro. There's not a whole lot left that you can do as an amateur, you know, competing in Swedish championships, Nordic World Championships. You thought a who's who of top-tier Swedish amateurs. When's the pro debut coming?
Me and my coaches have been talking about next year, 2026, but yeah, it depends. Like, it's a decision of my coaches, so yeah.
Well, 2025 has been a great year for MMA, but based on what you're seeing, 2026 might be even better. So go ahead, celebrate, talk to your coaches. We'll see what happens. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Elias, the stuntman, Ksia!